Hey there! Welcome back to An Introvert's Paradise. I'm Kendrick Kaiju, and today we're having a look at the Cahaya map preview. Inzo's really putting their marketing team to work. With all the promotional stuff lately, they probably haven't seen their family in weeks. But it's working. All this stuff is definitely hyping me up, and I can't imagine that I'm the only one. So my first impression upon watching this video is, I would actually go here. It actually looks really relaxing. It looks like you would legitimately forget your troubles for a couple days, have your stress melt away. So good job, dev team. They knew the assignment and then knocked it out of the park. At least aesthetically speaking. We haven't played yet, so I don't want to get ahead of myself, but everything looks great. From the outside looking in, it looks and feels like a resort town should. And even though when I play, I know it won't look as good as this because I don't have a graphics card on their level, it should still translate. Okay, so now I would like to break down the trailer. First and foremost, I want to know the difference between the main island and the resort island. And right off the bat, I can't tell. I think we're flying over the main island, approaching the resort island. Because if we look at the map from the website, you can see on the resort island, there's this pier in a T shape. But then this doesn't appear on that map, so that's what threw me initially. But I think this is the resort island. And the pool is definitely on the resort. That's a big part of that map. Whereas this body of water is less obvious. But I imagine this is still part of the resort. But don't worry, we're not gonna go scene by scene, seeing which is part of the resort, which isn't. I just want to get an idea if there's any discernible differences between the main island and the resort island. Because you imagine in reality there would be. The resort island is of course for the rich. They're there to get wined and dined and pampered. Whereas on the main island, we're literally working on a farm all day. And in our spare time, we'll go and, I don't know, mine for ore. So realistically, there would be visible differences between the two islands. I'm just wondering if there will be. Which is not to say that on the main island, I'm hoping that we live in squalor. I definitely would not be happy with that. And if you look at this plane, I think they're called single-engine planes. Either way, this is clearly how we're going to be flying to the island. If you look right here on the main island on the map, it's parked. It's clearly how people get to and from the island. And if we go off the official trailer, you'll see the girl is on a commercial jet. So I assume that'll be a cutscene from when we board in Dawan or Bliss Bay. And then we go into a loading screen, and then when we come out of it, we get this cutscene. Beanbags outdoors? This is definitely a resort type of thing. It's too fun and zany for the main island. On the main island, they're like, get back to work. A better look at snorkeling. Looks beautiful underwater. And this looks a little disappointing. Do you notice the vending machines there? But wait a minute, I paid all this money to come on vacation and lie around and do nothing. I came here to get pampered and have a server bring me my food and drink. I really don't want to get up and get it myself. From a vending machine, no less. A vending machine? What is this, The Office? How's this better than back home in Dawan? But with that being said, it looks like there's some sort of bar next to it. So it's not all a self-serve type of situation. But it looks like realistically, at best, we'll be able to get a fancy drink from the bar, but then have to settle for like paprika chips from the vending machine. The turtle race. This seems interesting. Everybody knows turtles are notoriously slow in races. So are we here all day? I know we're all on vacation and we have free time on our hands, but I wasn't planning on spending all of it at one turtle race. And I hope we're racing with these mechanical turtles, because even though on one hand it sounds like it'd be cute to use real turtles, they could be at it for hours. And out in the hot sun like that, it just seems inhumane. And this is definitely the main island, because of the Cahaya sign, which is definitely visible from the main island map. And so at least this part of town, it seems more rural, right? It's definitely not luxurious and modern like the resort island. which makes perfect sense and totally what I want. Oh, and the Central Market, this is big. We're all gonna be spending plenty of time here because this is where we go to sell our stuff. It says on the website, once you've produced enough goods through labor in Cahaya, you can set up a stand anywhere on the main island. Oh, so maybe it doesn't have to be at the market. But I probably would still set it up at the market, just because that's where everybody buying is. And not for nothing, I don't know how much I would trust a random stand in a quiet corner of the island selling stuff. Would you buy from that stand? Wouldn't you question the authenticity of the gems? It's definitely a counterfeit, or fell off the back of a truck, I suppose. And it looks like most, if not everything, towards the end of the video is the main island. So that would make sense if everything at the beginning was resort, because the resort's definitely way more modern than the main island. And as I said, it makes sense. I wouldn't have it any other way. And one more thing before we go. So on August the 15th, this Friday at 1 a.m. UTC, so Universal Time, K-Jun will be showing us the DLC for the first time. And you can watch on their official channel on YouTube or Twitch. I'm definitely looking forward to it, because on top of Cahaya news, they're also going to be letting us know about other features, meaning likely the quality of life stuff that we're all waiting on. That I'm definitely curious to see what they have up their sleeves. But another good reason to tune in is because during that broadcast, K-Jun will be giving us a code for a special in-game item. I hope it's awesome, but I mean, I'm going to watch this anyway. This is just like a cherry on top. So what do you think? Are you excited about the new DLC? I am, oh my god. I can't wait to play. As I said, it looks like a place that I would legit go to in real life, and that's coming from me. I'm an introvert. I don't like going anywhere. And on top of all of that, they're introducing farming. If I had to just pick one gameplay feature to add into this game, this would be it. Alright, thank you for your time. I'm Kendra Kaiju, and you've been watching An Introvert's Paradise. Taking a look at the Cahaya preview video. I'll talk to you soon, but until then, take care of yourself. And just make it through another day.